What is up, dudes? We're here with another commentary video. This is Miguel from the Doods.
And Kevin Z from the Doods.
Jalopy, Phil.
Also
here.
from the Doods. If it wasn't clear, we're from the Doods.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So game one, it looks like we got Broly who's going to start us off.
That was me.
Mm-hmm.
And throwing it out there, I've never seen this leader played at all. I've been living under a rock.
Really?
Where did you get that field card and
Okay,
simulate? Like, what's going on here?
The leader searches one cost red extra card once per game.
So Planet Vampa, is that what is the deck plays like
and
1-2 or?
We're playing with post errata, so the Planet Vampa got errated. Basically, now in order to use the effect to activate main, you have to have no battle cards.
Yep. And at this point, he's played 2 assimilates.
Right. Just to deck thin so that I could have a higher chance of hitting a Broly.
Which he did.
Which I did. Discarding
A Broly.
another copy because once you swap, you add it to hand.
You charged one, played one,
Yep.
ditched one.
Yep. Okay. And then it plays a bot from deck, and the bot adds me another Broly, which in this case is going to add the 3-drop. It's a new card.
Mhm.
Somewhat. I don't remember what it came out.
And then for my turn, I attacked, draw, and then that's it.
Charge, attack,
Very
draw.
proactive.
Yep, very proactive.
So this is an interesting build for Broly. It's not your standard swap up to the 6-drop build. It's more of a kind of low to the ground, kind of spammy, aggro, little guys kind of thing. It focuses a lot on this Piccolo Jr. And the reason you play the Piccolo Jr. in this deck is because once you swap into the 3-drop, you're alliancing for an extra 19 attack, where if you would attack with the Broly instead, you only get like 10 worth of combo power because they're defending from 10k. But in this case, they have to defend from 19. So you get a lot of value off of that. And a lot of draws.
Walk me through, why was the leader awakened?
He awakens at 4. I've been taking life from the leader effect and to gain critical, and also from that 1-drop Broly that crits my own life to play the bot from deck.
And at this point, I'm at 4 life. And the fact that those 2-drop Piccolos make me take life, if I'm at like 3 or more, it sucks because I don't want to be at such low life at the beginning of the game.
So immediately burn, pretty much self-crit, self-awaken. All right, that's usually a standard aggressive leader, but these Piccolos have also got a burn built in,
Yes.
drop power and alliance. So very synergistic, but you need to see this card. And then you have how many copies in the deck, would you say, give or take?
So the Piccolo 4.
All right, so that's kind of like the centerpiece kind of combo, the turn 2 bread and butter you want to be pulling off.
Yeah.
And then assimilate, just a free tutor to be able to fish them out.
The Assimilate also searches that 1-drop green Kami, that's your green mana.
And that is technically like main board hate against
Soul Striker, yes it is. So actually, while I was playing this, and after I charged it, I realized maybe I should have kept it in hand. that was a missed opportunity.
I had to use 2 super combos and an 8 to get over his 35 double strike.
This is where I search another Kami, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then,
No,
I
Piccolo-
searched this. Okay, so I didn't realize it until afterwards.
Okay.
Because at that point, I should have searched a 1-drop Kami. Because I already had a Piccolo.
But the fact that you have 2 Piccolo Juniors and I can't get rid of them is just so... It's difficult.
Yeah,
You can tell I'm nervous because the way I flicker my cards, my hand.
I mean, your hand size is stacked.
It's stacked, but I have to waste it all. Is the problem.
So if I played a Kami here instead of the Piccolo Jr., I think I would have been in an actually better position because he wouldn't be able to just attack on tap 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he wouldn't... Oh, he can untap with a Goku Black because...
No,
he wouldn't, right?
I still wouldn't.
So it really would have constricted his turn. He either does something proactive to lose that energy.
And then he combos the Kami as well.
Yeah, okay, so that was...
So you still
I just
don't
played that wrong. I think I just forgot what the Kami did.
Okay, because I'm all like, man, you could have really fucked me over.
Yeah.
You know what? Intimidation factor. Zunigo's probably like, bro, this guy's just comboing this like silver bullet against me. His hand is stacked.
And then at this point, I had to Zamasu.
Oh, yeah. So the crown is really good to bait out the Zamasu.
Oh, it's super good. I had to do it on the Broly and then just rest one of his Piccolo Jr.
Yeah. So you still got value off of it. But I had to do it because otherwise you would just do it.
That's true. And
Maybe
then
I should have attacked first though?
Probably. I will say that.
My personal philosophy on that is if you still have a board, you swing with them first. That way counterplays affect them less. being able to play like an overwhelm after you've already forced them to, use negates or anything. You pressure them to make the first move. So it'd be the equivalent of a Mexican standoff, but you're forcing them to blink.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely should have done that. I should have attacked first, then played the crown.
Because especially
if
you missed out on that alliance value to just draw another 2 and like, okay, you counterplayed my 1 card, but it drew me like 3 other cards. Like I'm still getting way ahead.
I should mention that I think I remember at this point I was actually close to decking out.
Decking me out?
No, decking out. Like I was running low on cards in deck. I think because Alliance draws 2 every time.
Well, not the alliance skill, but specifically this Piccolo, right?
Yeah, this Piccolo.
I had the Zamasu twice.
Yeah.
And it's just so weird. You said you're gonna pay the green for another Kami, right? Were you?
I don't remember. I don't think I had a Kami because I comboed one like a fool.
Did the turns play back, or am I just blinking? The board changed him. I'm like, all right.
So basically, I just because of that misplay, Zuniga was able to capitalize a lot, and I basically got no damage in, besides the 1 burn damage.
And actually, the 1 burn damage I did to myself because of D magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to do that, and then you dodged a token.
Yeah, my Doge came in to save the day, but
Which he did.
it was really just 1 attack. Yeah,
No, 2
it was
attacks, right?
It was a good boy. Yeah.
Then I did draw to 8, drew 2, and then I passed with my energy tapped out.
So I can't do any burn damage anymore.
But it feels like the damage has been done.
But yeah,
these Piccolos replace
they're
themselves.
still lethal because they're double strike.
Yeah.
They're also double strike.
Yeah.
Can we run that back? So it draws 2 cards, it double strikes, and it burns for 2 energy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that Broly, by
And
the
they're
way.
searchable.
Barrier.
Good Broly. So when this Broly's played and your opponent is tapped out, you can look at their hand and warp a battle card that has 15k power or less, which I'm not seeing any except for those
Which is those 2.
and I get it back at the end of the next turn.
Unfortunately, I had the baby hatch. That's why I tapped myself out, actually. Because he's going to attack, draw 2 cards, and I'm like, okay, hatch.
I think at this point I remember I saw your hand and I said, yeah, there's no way I'm going to beat you this turn. But I'm going to attack anyways, get some value.
Which you did, because it's better to draw 2 than draw 9.
True.
And then you played the blocker, and I think it was a pass.
Yeah.
I think.
Should be. I don't think there's anything else I could do. Oh, I'm still doing things. Oh, yeah. I was like, well, I might as well save my energy.
No, that makes sense. If you're only going to
turn.
use 1 energy, so...
Can you imagine how differently this game would have been had you actually played out the comment?
Yeah, it would have been a lot different.
Oh, I would have lost.
I think that there was another game we played after this where I did focus on playing the Kami.
Oh, yeah, at core, right?
No, we played another game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we played 2 games, I think, right?
And then my board was still consumed.
There you go. They're not doges, but
Yeah, they're not Doods. Yeah, really good card. The new Rose, I added it to my deck, made a few more adjustments where you summon 4 blockers.
Yeah, it's like a time lock situation.
Yeah, like legit, I'll be able to block all his double
situation.
and the Goku Black untaps a multicolor as well.
Yeah,
So it's just a super good card. I love it.
so good.
But besides that, like, oh, I think you violent raped me.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, that was the reason for having that 1 red energy.
Which is good because the only thing I could attack with is the Goku Black.
Yes.
That's all I could attack with. I can't attack with Hatch. Can't attack with Rose. I could
You
technically
can take with the tokens. You just don't. We wouldn't want to. That's
No,
for
I would
real.
rather defend. I would much rather defend.
I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm running low on cards. And Nappa is a necessary evil in this deck because you can't play the Raditz because you're going to have a green energy, so it doesn't do anything. I guess you can play like a regular just draw 1 super combo, but I guess because Nappa is a green card that plays itself, you can...
Well, the other kind of neat synergy with it is it be able to fuel the alliance off of the Piccolo anyway, so
Yeah,
it will turn into another 10k combo without having to lose the card and then draw 2 from the Piccolo. So I honestly think the addition to it is fine.
Yeah.
Have you-
I actually don't think it's that necessary though, because you're always going to have those Brolys because they have barrier, so you're always going to be able to alliance with them. And the Nappa it's 10k combo if you combo it from hand or combo area, or sorry, from the field. But also if you alliance it, it's only 10k. So really the value comes from alliancing the 19k attackers. You get a lot more value off of that.
Makes sense. And then this is where you brawl it, and I let it go through. My targets were those cards, and I had 2 Galactic Busters, 1 Fu, and 2 Unisons in my hand.
Okay, so there was like what,
Two
2
Zamasu?
cards I can get rid of.
No. You could get rid of, because I know that Broly is anything 20k or less. So it was a good chunk of my cards.
Yeah.
I will say, how come you didn't play any Arrival since you're playing Nappa?
Space was tight actually.
Really?
Yeah.
For that thing?
No funnels.
Yeah.
That's surprising. Well, at this point, like, I'm just defending. Like, literally, like, he's attacking, and I'm like, okay, block. Like, just doing like a bunch of weird plays. You're drawing a lot. It drew like 6 cards, 7 cards this turn, right?
It might have like 6 cards left in deck at this point.
Eek.
So
Did
my
you?
hand size?
I don't remember. Did you play Double Strike Choppa? Do you play it?
Don't remember.
Okay.
Let's
And then
look at the...
This is a deck that I built, tested it for 1 week, and then stopped playing it.
I mean, it's an interesting idea, honestly. Like it could definitely like really get your opponent down.
I think this deck has to win turn 3.
Yeah, I agree.
Otherwise, it's really hard to win.
You're just going down the path. Like, you're going to be playing at your opponent's pace after turn 3. So
Yeah.
at that point, just this is where you did Kami.
Oh, I finally got a Kami out. I should have got this out like turn 1 or 2.
Yeah, definitely. Man, both of our boards are just filled with cards.
You know what? I'm looking at that Trunks, and I'm thinking to myself, was that under like a bunch of cards that I didn't realize that I even had it on the board?
Maybe.
I feel like at this point, like it should have blocked something.
I agree as well.
I might have just not seen it, to be honest. Too many battle cards on board.
Yeah, for both of us, we did not have enough space for how many battle cards we were playing. What do you think, Jalopy?
I think if you were the aggressive deck, you are to blame for this because you need to turn your cards sideways more often. You don't need to be the one thinking. It's all your opponent to do the math.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And then he plays another, and Broly swaps again. Yeah,
Yeah,
swaps.
but it doesn't get the effect.
But you attacked. Yeah, I went to 5.
Oh, I remember this misplay. So for some reason, I thought you were at 6 when I started attacking, which I attacked it twice. So I thought I passed it over to 4 so that you wouldn't be able to do the -5. But you had 7 markers.
Yeah,
So you still had 5. So I could have done that differently to where like I could have attacked it another time and
or
got it
even
down
with
to 4.
or even with the Piccolo, right?
Yeah, with anything, Trunks or something.
At least you finally played the Kami, but it feels like the damage is too late. Like it's not.
Yeah, I had my
holding them
board.
back.
Yeah, no. That should have been played turn 2.
Yeah, so at this point, I was just explaining. Yeah, like I'm doing the -5. I'm giving my leader triple. Sorry, not triple strike. Double strike and 15k. So it's a 30k double striker.
Yeah. At this point, there's really not much I can do because, you see, like every card he plays is gonna get him a lot of value. He has a big leader swing. He has a lot of cards on board, and Broly's not really the best, or Red in general is not really the best at defending. Like, the best I can do is this, and yeah.
Yeah, and then I babied this ditch 2 cards. The misplay that I did. Okay, this is when I noticed the Trunks.
Yeah, this is when I saw. Oh, look, I have a Trunks.
and what else? What else? Oh yeah, I was supposed to untap too, and then I realized, oh yeah, Kami. I forgot about that.
See, this is like I kind of forgot I did that too.
And then you get.
That's why I didn't come down to like. Turn
Hold up, you gotta
6.
read my card. Yeah, let me read it too.
Oh man.
It's our signature.
Yeah, we don't read. We can't read. But at this point, I think I have a lot of control over like the game state.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really. If you look at my hand, I have 5Ks and assimilate, and like my Nappas are not gonna help me survive. It's like yeah, it's 20 combo power, but you really need the draws.
And then at this point, he went to. Let's see, 25, 35, 45.
You see 55? The Nappas go there, extra combo power, but I don't really. They can just get spun, you know.
Yeah, that's the only downside to the Nappas. Like, if something could happen to them if you don't use them early game now.
Texting someone down.
But yeah. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. I played Goku Black, and then I attacked with Goku Black because I thought, oh, might as well. Like 2 energy.
Right, you're under Violent Rays, you can still attack with him.
And then, like, I'm just trying to pressure out cards against you.
Wait, is this it? Did you attack with the ape?
Yeah, I did because I used the ape to negate your Violent Rays.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That's why I'm attacking. Okay, because at first I'm like, yeah, I'm under Violent Rays. Man. Jalopy, what do you think of what's happening so far?
I think you're doing a much better job of trying to, use all your resources, get your cards to draw cards with the unison. That way, when it came to these bigger plays, it led to you being able to use the ape for effectively free energy. You had to ditch 2 cards, but that was not really a cost whenever your unison already drew those 2 cards. The Hatchiat gets you another turn. So it really was about getting to this point where you're at 5 or 6 energy, plus your leader on tap. You're able to do not just 1 or 2 impactful plays, but 3 or 4, and still have left over to defend yourself. And just red-green couldn't close out the game, and probably the Kami on turn 2 would have made a bigger difference on it.
I totally agree. But I attacked the leader with Hatch, and I was going to combo everything, and that pretty much ended the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, that's basically it. Do you want to close out?
Yeah, so that was pretty much this game. I think there was another game that we did like this, so maybe you guys will see it.
Maybe some final thoughts on the Red Broly, the red-green Broly list you're making out? Any changes you would make or considerations?
I would actually try to fit in a small swap package, but it's just really tough because you have to focus on the Piccolo, which means you have to play Assimilate, and you don't want to whiff off Vampa, so you have to play a bunch of one-drop Brolys. So space is kind of hard, but or it's hard to find space, but maybe there's a build that kind of mixes both the swap engine and also the King Piccolo engine.
Alright, so potential there.
Laters, dudes.
Later, guys, and make sure to check out our Twitch, our Instagram, and our Facebook. Take care, guys.
See you, dudes.